Hey guys, how's it going? Shinigami Sam here to do a review on Boku no Hero Academia episode 4. And I must give props to Bones because Bones have been doing amazing with Boku no Hero. I had my doubts because previously I didn't really know much about Bones. I didn't really know the anime other than Full Metal. And I didn't really watch Full Metal, so I didn't really I had kind of my doubts about Bones because I was just like, well, I haven't really seen them do I don't know I don't really know much of the anime that they've adapted. So I was kind of a little bit, skeptical. But we've seen this episode. This again kind of confirms my not my fears, it confirms my peace and my content, because I'm just like, okay, I've got faith in Bones that they'll do a good adaptation, because we see another thing in this episode with censorship, and I want to talk about censorship for a second, and you guys must be thinking, wait, hang on, there's no censorship in this episode anyway. But when I mean by in terms of censorship, I'm talking about lack of censorship, and that's in detail to Deku's arm, his broken arm whilst he's falling down from the ground after doing that smash, and his broken legs as well. Because from seeing that from the manga, when you see Deku and you see like his arms being fractured and all that kind of stuff, like it's easy to point out in the manga, obviously black and white kind of thing, but I wouldn't have assumed for that to be shown in the anime, because I would have thought that would be censored, or at least I would have thought the quality would have been decreased, like you may just see like a couple of bruises here and there. But no, we saw Deku's arm flapping like a noodle, flapping like a banana, when he's just falling down through the air. Like you see his legs as well, so it was very, part of me thought it was very grotesque, so I was just like, when I was watching it, I was just like, oh, I don't want to see that, that looks a little bit nasty. But I'm kind of glad we got to see that, because Bones is just confirming to us that in the future episodes, we won't have to be worrying about any censorship in any fights or any battles or all that kind of stuff, because we know that Bones are looking out for us, and we'll get to see a good quality adaptation in and out throughout the whole sector of the anime. So that was really cool to see. So this episode of Boku no Hero anime was awesome, and I want to just point out one thing. Like, you know about Best Girl Uraraka, like, you know Uraraka is best girl. I'm not here to, start out an argument on the series and all the fans and all that kind of stuff. But you know Uraraka's best girl when her vomit is rainbows. Like, they make something like vomiting so adorable for Uraraka. Like, you just see like rainbow dust and all that kind of stuff just coming out. And I thought that was pretty funny to see. But yeah, this episode was really cool, and it kind of solidified again another feels. I've been seeing some people, and I've been seeing some people complaining a little bit about the flashbacks in these couple of episodes. Me, myself, I'm not really that annoyed about it, to be fair. I think it kind of contributes to the whole ground of this series, and just to the whole overall feel and the character development. So I think I kind of like it, but I do understand, because there is a lot of flashbacks, and we're only like episode 4. People would be assuming there'll be like flashbacks in like 20, 30 episodes, but no, we're kind of seeing flashbacks from last week's episode in this week's episode. So people may get annoyed about that, but either way, it is what it is, and I'm happy with it, because it kind of contributes just to the whole overall feel of Deku's character, in my opinion. But at the end of this episode, was just straight feels. This is why I love the soundtrack, and I kind of sound like a broken record, because I'm forever talking about the soundtrack with the anime, but it contributes so well. It is such an amazing soundtrack. Like, I can't wait to get that released, because I have to buy that, because it's just beautiful. And when Deku, because we see pretty much this episode, it's just an example, it puts us on a roller coaster pretty much, because this episode with the trial and examination is just how you have to get a lot of points to get into the school, you could say. And Deku gets 0 points, so we're thinking, wait, hang on, is Deku not going to get any, and he going to get in? So, at the end of this episode, it's kind of like relief, not just for Deku, but for us ourselves, because you see him, and like, after the whole wait, because it was around a week wait, from the results after the test, he got no points. Like, the only thing he done was, take out that massive robot, and that robot was gigantic. I didn't think it'd be that big. But, yeah, so, he didn't get any points, so throughout this whole week, he was just distraught. He just lived visionless, like, without a purpose or anything, because he couldn't even contact All Might throughout that week as well, so, and he was just training senselessly, and he didn't have anything going for him. Like, he really felt like he just blew it. That's pretty much what he thought, because the only chance that he got, he blew it. That's what he thought. And when you see All Might is coming in and the soundtrack just contributing to it, he's just like, you now have your Hero Academia, and I'm just like, oh man, that's amazing. Like, that is really sweet, and it's just like, it's just beautiful. And what I really love about the anime is it's so quick. The episodes go so quick. Like I watch it and then I'm like, a couple of seconds later, the episode's done. I'm like, wait, what? Like, is that all of it? And I kind of like that because it kind of shows that I'm not really focusing on the time because I'm just so entranced in the episode, so entranced in how awesome it is. That time really flies when you're having fun. So this episode was awesome. I can't wait to see next week. We've got a lot of introduction and characters like Ida and all that kind of stuff. And like we saw a bit of monologue from Ida as well. And he was just kind of having a bit of internal conflict about thinking how he didn't save Uraraka because he sees Deku staying there, yet he keeps running on. So next episode's gonna be awesome. We're gonna see like everything, the whole school setting, the whole class, like we saw Bakugo, all that kind of stuff. So I'm really hyped to see next episode. So this is Sam. Tell me your thoughts, comment below what you thought of this episode. I'll see you next week for that greatness that is Boku no Hero Academia episode 5, and keep it easy. See ya.